What's up everyone, this is Donnie aka Elevated with another TI9 team preview. And this one is going to be talking about Vici Gaming. Vici Gaming is a storied organization with plenty of past success despite falling just shy of actually winning a TI back in 2014. This current roster, however, is an intriguing story of evolution and growth. The duo of Paparazzi and Ori had some amount of success during last season's wild and major-filled Dota Pro circuit, but they bombed out of TI8 in a very disappointing 9th to 12th place, unceremoniously dropping all three of their veteran players, Eleven, Lanham, and Fenrir, shortly after the event. And perhaps more importantly, the Chinese legend ROTK was brought in as coach and leader of the team at the same time. The new roster was filled with younger talent absorbed mostly from the old VGJ Thunder squad, and though it wasn't immediately clear how they would be able to compete with the juggernaut that had been LGD, ROTK clearly had a plan. The season started off for the new look Vici with reasonable but unimpressive performances at the Kuala Lumpur Major where they finished 7th to 8th, the Chinese Major where they finished 7th to 8th, and then everything changed. Vici failed to qualify for the Dream League Major, instead settling for barely making it to the Dota Pit Minor. Now, if there's one thing that has become clear about ROTK, it is that he is not a man to settle for anything, and it became clear at the Minor that he was not happy with Vici's current place in the Dota sphere. Vici responded, completely dominating the Minor and punching their ticket to Dream League. They then proceeded to run through a murderer's row of teams in the upper bracket, beating Secret, LGD, Fnatic, and Virtus Pro on their way to the first major title of the season. It is very difficult to stay on top in the Dota scene, however, and rattling off a series of big tournament wins is quite rare. Vici fell victim to a bit of a downswing in performance at the MDL Major, where despite being undefeated in the group stage, they got outdrafted by PPD in the upper bracket, and then ran into Liquid early on in the lower bracket, going out in 7th, 8th place again, and probably earning more stern words from ROTK. Again, Vici responded by running through the final major of the season, yet again without dropping a series, taking out Gambit, TNC, and then Team Liquid twice for the title, and becoming the second team after Secret to notch 2 DPC major wins in the 2018-2019 season. Heading into TI, many have Vici as the favorite to win it all, thanks to momentum, hometown crowd, excellent drafts, and superb play. They have been prone to mistakes on the big stage in the past, and the pressure will be immense from the home crowd. But Vici have shown this season that they can evolve and take that next step on the journey towards immortality. If Vici win, it would set an interesting precedent for the Dota 2 community. This is a team that has essentially homegrown their entire roster. They added Paparazzi and Ori back in 2017 and have gradually built up the roster around the two stars. Yang, Fade, and DY have all been progressively promoted up from Vici's youth teams, all three having spent time on the Vici Potential team, and with Yang and Fade brought into the main Vici team after VG Thunder dissolved, under Valve's new one team per org rule this season. This practice of recruiting promising talent and then developing them into stars has long been a staple of traditional sports. Baseball in particular has a deep, multi-tiered farm system to develop talent through coaching and mentorship under more experienced players, so it's very cool to see this alien idea introduced successfully into Dota 2 and esports in general. I really do think that Vici have a good shot to win it all, as they have finally overcome that big hurdle against international competition, and actually won a tournament. They play fast, they play clean, and they know what strategies work for them. Expect Paparazzi to regularly carry games on the likes of Morphling, Lifestealer, Gyrocopter, Troll, and Arc Warden, while Ori will provide mid-game tempo on his signature TA, Death Prophet, and Dragon Knight. Or sometimes they rely on him to be a secondary carry and further provide late-game insurance on the likes of Medusa or Sniper. Of course, no team is complete without a supporting cast, and so we expect Yang will be applying heavy pressure as one of the best Mars and Centaur players in all of Dota, with help from the classic cast of supporting heroes like Warlock, Shadow Shaman, Disruptor, and Earth Spirit from DY and Fade. The opposing teams will have to especially keep an eye out for Fade's Rubik, which is fast becoming a real challenger to the legendary FY Rubik for best Grand Magus in all of China. At the end of the day, though, a TI victory will be a group effort from the well-groomed Vici talent and the great mind and fiery passion of ROTK.